Hi everyone, I'm Cassey Hickman and my project is the No More campaign. Tell you a little bit about the company. No More is a unifying symbol and campaign to raise public awareness and engage bystanders around ending domestic violence and sexual assault. By raising this awareness nationally and bringing people and organizations, advocates together around a common mission is their goal. No More aims to help shift perceptions, normalize conversations, and engage bystanders to take an action to prevent and ultimately end domestic violence and sexual assault. A little bit more about the company is that No More was conceived to amplify the power of domestic violence and sexual assault, making it a movement using a unifying symbol to drive awareness and break down the barriers of stigma, silence, and shame that keep people from talking about these issues and taking action to prevent them. It was co-founded as a public/private partnership. No More was created as a platform for those working to end domestic violence and sexual assault, in the belief that a greater dialogue will fuel enhanced funding for the direct service advocacy and prevention. Now, getting to the campaign I chose was the No More campaign called the PSA campaign. This company has actively been raising awareness for this campaign. It's celebrity driven and it calls on society to end the silence and inaction around domestic violence and sexual assault. The No More PSA campaign was taken part by the Joyful Heart Foundation, one of the many champion organizations behind No More movement, and was directed by the actress and advocate Mariska Hargitay, the Joyful Heart's founder and president, in her directorial debut. She is also one of the leading actresses in SVU Law & Order. A little bit more about the campaign. The campaign is involving more than 75 celebrities, athletes, and public figures in the United States to engage bystanders, to get involved, and it was developed in a partnership actually. And right there, the executive creative director, writer, and Rachel Howard, and world-renowned celebrity photographer she is. And that was a big help promoting this throughout the world. Here's a couple of my campaign videos. You can go back and look at these. They have more than 30 videos. I only picked 4 of them. I'm not going to play them right now just because they take forever and they're long videos. But going on, talking about the platforms, they do use Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. Twitter and Facebook are mainly their huge ones besides YouTube, but their main goal is to promote this anywhere they can. They don't care mainly about social media, just getting the word out there to end domestic violence and sexual assault is their main goal. So billboards, TV commercials, 30 seconds is really all they need to get that point across. I chose this because it personally encourages me. I was sexually assaulted my freshman year of college. It caused me to resent school and life in general. With the help and support of families and friends, I've learned so much in the past couple of years. It's been pretty hard, but just knowing to never give up, and no matter how dark times may be, that there's still light somewhere at the end of the tunnel and I can do it. With the results of this campaign so far, it has generated more than 3 billion media impressions online, in print, and on TV, secured nearly over $100 million in donated airtime. Donated is the crazy word to emphasize here, and it reached every single one of the 210 media markets in the United States. The print ads for No More have appeared in publications from Wall Street Journal to Vogue and Vanity Fair. Huge, big articles, and they're popping up everywhere on billboards from Hollywood to the Midwest. I know I see some in magazines when I'm flipping through things. It's great, and it's crazy just how far this has taken off. More than 65,000 online subscribers have joined since No More launched on March 13th, 2013. And it's crazy today that it's already 2016 and there's so many people joining in. Now, for my 2 test questions I have, if you can remember back to the slides, who are some famous celebrities you've seen in the campaign? And you'll have to watch the videos, but I know I mentioned one earlier. And what is No More? And our answers: Mariska Hargitay, who is the director, the founder of the Joyful Heart Foundation. She's the one in charge of this campaign. You might have seen some NFL players and all celebrity stars. They try to get public figures out to really reach all sorts of groups and people. The other question: No More is a unifying symbol and campaign to raise public awareness, and it engages bystanders around ending domestic violence and sexual assault. Now, this is where I got my references. It was pretty self-explanatory when you go to the nomore.org. They give you tons of links to any question you have, to just simple, commonly asked questions, what they're about, how you can raise money. It also gives you a link to the Joyful Heart Foundation, their programs, education, awareness, No More. They are linked to each other. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys.